home Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. Number 1, Ashley Noblet. Number 3, McKenna Rakicheski. Number 14, Sage Wilhide. Number 24, Olivia Winslow. And number 30, Lauren Poole.
Again, these two teams in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division, both teams participated in the Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament back in December at James Buchanan. They did not meet as Waynesboro was defeated in the first round of the tournament by Chambersburg. Greencastle defeated JB in the Greencastle defeated Chambersburg and JB defeated Waynesboro. So Waynesboro went on to the consolation game, finishing 4th in that tournament. Greencastle, of course, going on to the championship game and winning the 2019 Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament to start the season. Once again, Greencastle coming into the game tonight with a record of 6 wins and 2 losses. They are 3-1 in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division. Waynesboro, again, at 0-9 coming into tonight's game, still looking for their first win of the season. And as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Waynesboro with just 1 win last year, and that win came right here against Greencastle on February 2nd of 2019 when Waynesboro defeated Greencastle by a score of 35-33. Jason, I had a chance to talk to head coach Mike Ryan after the game last night, and I asked him about that. About the Waynesboro game last year. He kind of brushed aside the question and basically said that his team will come out ready to play tonight, and no chance of overlooking this Waynesboro team.
Yeah, that would be extremely costly, especially when you think about those power rankings in the district. A loss like that to an 0-9 team, that would hurt you in those rankings severely, more than the 1 tick in the loss column.
Abby Sheasley will jump center for Waynesboro. She'll be matched up against Lauren Poole for the Blue Devils. And we are underway here from Greencastle. Greencastle winning the tip as the ball comes to McKenna Rakicheski. She drops it off to Ashley Noblet. Noblet loses control of the basketball, and a quick turnover in the first 8 seconds by the Blue Devils. So Waynesboro with the basketball just underway here. 7:40 to go in the first quarter. Greencastle and Waynesboro scoreless in this one. Nice pass underneath, shot up there by Caroline Ridge. And Ridge is fouled going to the basket, so she will go to the line to shoot 2 here, as she will look to give Waynesboro the early lead here in this first quarter.
Lauren Poole picks up that foul. Of course, first of the night, first for the team.
Ridge at the free throw line for Waynesboro. Knocks down the first shot, nothing but net. And that gives the Maidens a 1-0 lead here at the 7:36 mark of the first quarter. Ridge with another opportunity from the free throw line, and she nails that one as well. So 2 for 2 from the line for Caroline Ridge, and the Maidens jump out to an early 2-0 lead here from Greencastle. Mid-Penn Conference basketball on Mid-Penn Broadcasting. Pass underneath to Lauren Poole. She can't get the shot to fall. Mad scramble underneath, and Ridge comes away with it, tries to pull the ball away from Poole, falls to the court, and is called for the travel. So Greencastle will keep possession of the basketball underneath their own basket. Wilhide near side three-pointer won't go. Rebound pulled down by Alexis Hearn for the Maidens. As Waynesboro with the basketball and a 2-0 lead. Brooke Davis looks to drive, kicks it out to Hearn. Hearn's going to go far side over to Ella Lowry, now work it around to Ridge. Ridge on the far wing, kicks it back up top to Hearn. Hearn's going to get it over to Lowry. Waynesboro looks to set the offense here. Sheasley with the basketball, 17-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lauren Poole. She's quickly tied up. And a nice job there by Waynesboro. Jason unable to get the rebound, but immediately going to tie up Poole. And Waynesboro will get the ball on the alternate possession.
Yeah, they're showing here early that they came to play. They're not just going to go through the motions.
So Ella Lowry to inbound for Waynesboro. Brooke Davis thought about a 3, had the ball deflected, and Greencastle comes away with it. Noblet on a 3-on-1 to Lauren Poole. Her layup is up and good, so the Blue Devils on the scoreboard here. 6:40 to go in the first quarter. Greencastle and Waynesboro tied at 2. Blue Devils full court pressure and a travel called on the Maidens, as McKenna Rakicheski with the tight defense on Brooke Davis causing the travel. So the Blue Devils will get the basketball back. 6:25 to go first quarter. Greencastle and Waynesboro tied at 2. Nice pass inside the Poole. She lost it, then got it back, and is called for the travel. and pull back up as she went down to the floor. So another turnover by the Blue Devils as they continue with the full court pressure defense, causing another steal as Noblet pushes the ball up the far side of the court. Now she's going to reverse and bring it near side to Rakocheski. Rakocheski guarded by Hearn goes far side to Poole. Poole drives baseline, surrounded by 3 Maidens. Gets it back to Rakocheski. She drives in the paint. Her shot won't go. Scramble underneath. Battle for the ball underneath, goes out of bounds, and Greencastle will keep possession of the basketball. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter, tied at 2. Greencastle and Waynesboro. John Freeman and Jason Heilman with you this evening. As the Blue Devils with the basketball, moving from left to right on your computer screen. 3-point shot by Sage Wilhide is good. So Wilhide continues the hot shooting that we saw last night. Her first basket of the night gives the Blue Devils a 5-2 lead with 5:40 to go here in this first quarter. Ball loose on the floor, and Ridge comes up with it for Waynesboro. Now she goes around Winslow, looking to go underneath, double teamed and in all sorts of trouble. Now is able to get it back to Lowry. Waynesboro able to get the ball out of trouble. Sheasley with the basketball. She tries to go baseline, cut off by Winslow. Now double teamed, gets it back to Hearn. Hearn, a little runner in the paint, is up and good. So a nice job there by Alexis Hearn as she saw some open space, able to make the basket and get the Blue Devils back to within 1. Another 3 by Wilhide from the far corner is good. So Sage Wilhide 2 for 2 from 3, and that's going to force Waynesboro head coach Heidi Shaw to call timeout. As Sage Wilhide with the hot hand early, 2 3-point shots in a row, and Waynesboro will call a 30-second timeout. 5 minutes and 1 second to go here in this first quarter. The Blue Devils with an 8-4 lead over Waynesboro.
Yeah, John, it's good to see Sage Wilhide starting out hot. Dropped 6 of those threes last night and starting out here consistently tonight with the threes from the outside. Getting nice outside open looks. Both shots she was able to set her feet and deliver a nice
After one quarter from Waynesboro, Greencastle trailing Waynesboro by a score of 11-10 in that one as the Blue Devils look for their second win. The Blue Devil boys, that is, look for their second win of the season. Mia Libby into the game for Greencastle. Wilhide left alone again. You don't want to do that if you're Waynesboro, as Wilhide knocks down her third 3-point shot of the quarter. And the Blue Devils quickly out to an 11-4 lead. Now the ball comes loose, and a foul will be called on Greencastle as Hearn lost control of the ball, but she was fouled.
Ashley Noblet called for the foul. That'll be her first.
Second team foul for the Blue Devils. As Waynesboro will inbound from the far side near the scorer's table. And they're going to call 5 seconds on that as Lowry unable to get the ball onto the floor in the required time. So a turnover there by Waynesboro will give the ball back to the Blue Devils. Jenna Powell into the game also for Greencastle. Both Powell and Libby coming into the game off the timeout. Wilhide goes inside to Winslow. A little turnaround jumper won't go, but a foul called on the Maidens, and Olivia Winslow will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on number 42, Caroline Ridge, for Waynesboro, as Winslow unable to convert on the first. A pair of substitutions for Waynesboro. Megan Miller into the game. Also number 2, Becca Cordell. So both teams substituting here in this first quarter, as Winslow looks to knock down the second free throw, and she does just that, her first point of the night. And that gives the Blue Devils a 12-4 lead here in this first quarter. Powell almost with a steal as she tried to anticipate the pass to Ridge. Jenna Powell did get a hand on it, unable to control it as the ball goes out of bounds. Maidens once again with the basketball, trailing by 8. Clock ticking down to 4:20 to go here in this first quarter. Brooke Davis gets it over to Cordell. Cordell's going to go near side or far side to Ridge. Now over to Davis. She has it stripped by Noblet. Now Noblet's going to push it down the floor. Left-handed layup up, no good. But a foul called on Waynesboro. It will be on Megan Miller. That will be her first foul and the team's second foul. As Noblet will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First shot rattles around and is good. So Ashley Noblet with her first point of the basketball game gives the Blue Devils a 13-4 lead. As we approach the midway point of this first quarter. Second free throw high in the air, rattles out, won't go. Powell pulls down the board for Greencastle. Her follow won't go. Scramble underneath, last touched by Waynesboro. So the Blue Devils will keep possession of the basketball as McKenna Rakicheski checks back into the game. She will replace Ashley Noblet. Blue Devils with the ball and a 9-point lead. Wilhide again. And Jason, you can't really do a whole lot more than Sage Wilhide has done. 4 shots, 4 makes. She has 12 points here in this first quarter. We're only halfway done with the quarter.
Yeah, John, she is setting up behind that line, and she's tucking those toes right near the line and looks very comfortable.
Blocking foul on the far side called on Mia Libby, her first foul. So Wilhide with 18 points last night. She may match that here in this first quarter.
She just may, with 12 already.
Inbound to Miller with the basketball. She's going to kick it near side to Becca Cordell. Cordell gets it over to number 44, Hope Friels, who's just checked into the game for Waynesboro. Sladen Fisher also into the game for the Maidens. Little turnaround shot off the glass by Miller is good. So Waynesboro with the 2 points, cuts the Blue Devil lead back to 10. 16-6, Greencastle with the lead. 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. Shot by Mia Libby, a little runner down the lane, won't go, but she is fouled. Foul called on number 2, Becca Cordell for Waynesboro. As Libby will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Her first shot too strong off the back of the rim, no good. Libby also with 18 points last night for Greencastle coming off the bench. Looking for her first point of the game. Can't get that one off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Cordell for Waynesboro. As she'll bounce pass over to Miller, far side. Now Miller will bring it back between the circles, gets it over to Sladen Fisher. Fisher high post to Sheasley with the ball. Now a bounce pass over to Friels, going to work it back to Cordell. Cordell looks to penetrate, gets it back to number 45. That's Sladen Fisher. Greencastle in a zone defense here. Waynesboro trying to figure out a way to get a shot off. And number 41, was that 41? Yes, Addie Sheasley knocks down the shot for Waynesboro. Her first basket of the night gets the Blue Devil lead down to 8. Now try to go backdoor to Powell, and the interception there by Waynesboro, and now a foul on Libby. So Libby picks up a couple of quick fouls here in this first quarter. She will head back to the bench as Ashley Noblet will return. So Jason, just when it looked like Greencastle might start to run away with this, Waynesboro battling back here. 4 straight points makes it an 18-6 game, and they have the basketball.
Yeah. Mia Libby now, John, in foul trouble. That's going to get her off the court. She was a spark plug for the offense last night.
Friels tried to bounce pass it, and the kick ball by Greencastle. So Waynesboro will maintain possession of the basketball. Inbound right in front of us as they get it into Miller in the back court. Now Miller trapped over by the scorer's table. She just kind of throws it over her shoulder right to Wilhide. Now here's Rakicheski down the lane. Left-handed layup won't go, but a foul called on Waynesboro. So again, the defensive pressure by the Blue Devils forcing a turnover. And McKenna Rakicheski will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one rattles around and is good.
And John, Waynesboro is really not shooting bad. I have them 3 for 4. It's just they've only taken 4 shots. They've got 6 turnovers. Their problem is they haven't been able to get the shots up.
Brooke Davis back into the game for Waynesboro as Rakoczewski misses the second free throw. Loose ball comes down to Sladen Fisher for Waynesboro. She gets it back to Davis. Davis brings it across the timeline, goes far side to Fisher. Now into the far corner to Friels. Fisher's going to let it fly for three. That comes up short and will bounce out of bounds, and the Blue Devils will get possession of the basketball. Clock under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Greencastle with the basketball and a 17-8 lead. And Jason, looks like Waynesboro is going to play Wilhite a little bit tighter on defense.
I think she finally got their attention.
Nice pass inside to Lauren Poole. A little spin move inside. Had her shot blocked by Friels. And Waynesboro comes away with the basketball. Nice defense there by the Maidens as they look to cut into this Greencastle 9-point lead. Now here's Miller, goes through a double team, gets it off to Davis, who tried to go baseline, but she was fouled. And I think Jenna Powell, yes, it was Jenna Powell called for the block. Her first foul of the game, 15th foul for the Blue Devils. As Waynesboro inbound to Davis, a long two-point shot won't fall. Wilhite battling for the rebound, but tipped away by Friels and out of bounds. So the ball will belong to the Blue Devils. As Olivia Winslow will come back into the game for Greencastle, she will replace Jenna Powell. Caroline Ridge back into the game for Waynesboro. Abby Sheasley will head to the bench for the first time this evening. Blue Devils with the basketball and a 9-point lead. 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Noblet all the way to the basket. Nice defense again by Hope Friels as she took it away, but Greencastle gets the ball right back. Rakoczewski, top of the circle, three won't fall. Ball deflected, ends up back in Rakoczewski's hands. She's going to drive down the lane between a couple of Maidens. Can't get the shot to fall as Caroline Ridge pulls down the rebound for Waynesboro. Back and forth we go. Waynesboro now with the basketball. Ridge goes into the corner to Davis. Davis double team, gets it back out. Now a pass, tried to get it inside as the ball comes loose and will roll out of bounds, and it will belong to Waynesboro. As the Maidens will inbound the basketball right in front of us. 33.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Greencastle leading it here by a score of 17-8. Bounce pass inside to Friels. She's surrounded by a host of Blue Devils. Tried to get it back to Davis. As Davis couldn't control it, the ball bounces on the sideline. And the ball will go back to the Blue Devils. As Ashley Noblet brings it across the timeline. Clock under 20 seconds to go. Another three by Wilhite. This one a little strong, won't fall. Loose ball picked up by Sladen Fisher. She'll get it back to Davis, who will bring it across the timeline. Down to 8 seconds on the clock. Fisher's going to have to get a shot off here. She comes up short. Ball's loose. Miller with a last-ditch effort. Can't get that to fall as the horn sounds to end our first quarter. Lots of action here from Greencastle. Blue Devils with an early lead after one. It's Greencastle 17, Waynesboro 8. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
It's Greg Kennedy from Buchanan Chevrolet in Waynesboro, and we are doing crazy deals. Up to $15,000 off the all-new 2019 Silverado Crew Cab, including the Trail Boss. What the truck? We have new body-style Silverados that we're selling as low as $27,500. From now to the end of the month, we will give you a 10-year powertrain warranty with the purchase of your new vehicle. Only at Buchanan Chevrolet. Visit our showroom at 1035 East Main Street or shop our inventory online at BuchananAutomotiveInc.com. Find new roads. Hello, it's Greg Kennedy from Buchanan Chevrolet in Waynesboro. I usually like my commercials loud with a lot of noise and music, but I wanted to take all that out so you can hear this very special announcement. Most of our pre-owned vehicles will now come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That means if you currently have a 7th grader and you buy a vehicle today, he or she will just be finishing college when it finally runs out of warranty. Buchanan is better. Visit our showroom at 1035 East Main Street or shop our inventory online at BuchananAutomotiveInc.com.
Back underway here in the second quarter from Greencastle, Waynesboro. And the Blue Devils underway here. Greencastle with a 17-8 lead after one period. Greencastle with the ball to start the second quarter. Mia Libby with the shot won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Abby Sheasley for Waynesboro. Cameron Witt into the game for Waynesboro. She loses possession, gets it up to Libby, who takes it strong to the basket and scores. So 2 points tonight for Mia Libby. And the Blue Devils with their biggest lead of the night, 11 points, 19-8. Jump shot there by Fisher won't go, followed by Witt won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Miller. Her pass inside to Sheasley comes up short. And a foul will be called on Waynesboro. Caroline Ridge will be called for the push. And that will be her second foul of the night, 5th team foul for Waynesboro. Blue Devils also with 5 team fouls in the game. Ball comes loose. Libby able to track it down. She bumps off a Waynesboro player and a foul will be called. So the foul on Megan Miller, her second, team foul number 6. Noblet off the inbound with a quick 3 is good. So Ashley Noblet with 4 points on the night. Blue Devils extend the lead out to 14, 22-8 with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. Whitty tried to work it inside. That ball was stolen by Winslow. Quickly up the floor to Libby. Nice bounce pass inside to Lauren Poole. Her shot off the glass is good. So Lauren Poole with 4 points for Greencastle. And the Blue Devils extend the lead out to 24-8. Another steal as Wilhide gets in the passing lane. Now Libby will let it fly for 3. Shot won't go. Fisher and Poole scramble for the loose ball. And I think we're going to have an official's timeout for an injured player. Or maybe not. Witt went to the ground hard, came up holding her hip. We're going to have a 60-second timeout, I believe, called by Greencastle. And it was. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back. 6:15 to go. Second quarter, Blue Devils with a 24-8 lead over Waynesboro. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience. But where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
And welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. 6:15 to go until halftime. Greencastle and Waynesboro. Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division girls basketball action. Greencastle with a 24-8 lead in this one as Waynesboro looks to inbound the basketball. Get it up top to Fisher. Fisher was trying to run down the ball, but Lauren Poole beat her to it. And now the Blue Devils quickly push it up the floor. Wilhide, far corner, comes off a screen. Left wing 3 comes up short, ball loose. Libby comes away with it. As the Blue Devils with the basketball, leading by 16, 5:50 to go. 3-point shot by Mia Libby misses wide left as Waynesboro comes away with the basketball. Miller down the far side, looks to drive, cut off by Noblet. Now gets it back. Witt with the basketball. She tries to get it back to Miller, and it's stolen by Libby to Noblet on the other end. Her shot won't fall, and a foul called on Waynesboro. And that will be foul number 7 for Waynesboro. Sladen Fisher, the guilty party there, her first foul. As Noblet unable to knock down the free throw. She will get a second opportunity. And we have apparently a headband issue.
McKenna, headband has to go on the head, not around the neck.
That's why it's a headband, not a neckband. So Noblet will take the second free throw here. High arching shot, rattles in and out, won't go. Nice rebound by Lauren Poole. As she was able to get to the basketball. Libby far side with the basketball, comes back up top to Rakicheski, working around to Noblet. Noblet left hand dribble into the paint, kicks it back to Libby. Libby gets it back to Lauren Poole, who tried to drive. Ball came loose, and a foul will be called on Waynesboro.
It's going to be a 1-on-1.
That will be the 8th team foul on the Maidens. Abby Sheasley called for the block, her first of the game. And Lauren Poole will have an opportunity to shoot 1-on-1. First shot, front of the rim, backboard, and good. Poole with 5 points in the game for Greencastle. She'll get the bonus. Second free throw on the way is also good. So 6 points for Lauren Poole this evening. Blue Devils with a 26-8 lead in this one. 5 minutes and 16 seconds to go until halftime. Both teams making substitutions at the break as Waynesboro will take possession of the basketball, trailing by 18. As Miller crosses the timeline, guarded by Rakicheski. She stepped back over the half-court line, so the over and back call is made. And the Blue Devil defense forcing another turnover. As Powell will inbound the ball for the Blue Devils in front of the scorer's table. Noblet with the ball, gets it to Jenna Powell. Powell works it near side to Winslow. Inside, nice pass to Powell, and the layup is good. So the Blue Devils running a set play off the inbounds. Results in a Jenna Powell layup, and the Blue Devils up by 20, 28-8 in this one. Friels in the paint, puts up a shot off the glass, is good. So Hope Friels in traffic, able to use her strength to get the shot off and knock it down. Now here's Rakicheski for three. That's good from the near wing. And the Blue Devils answer back very quickly as they take a 31-10 lead in this one. Rakicheski deflects the ball. And Miller tried to chase it down. Fortunately for Waynesboro, she didn't touch it, because the ball will belong to the Maidens. Update from Waynesboro, the Blue Devil boys leading Waynesboro 33-30 in that game. Not sure if that's at the half or not. There's a lob pass that Noblet intercepts. She's going to take it down the lane, can't get it to fall. Big scramble underneath for the ball. Libby comes away with it. Rakicheski near side three is good. So a couple of threes here for McKenna Rakicheski in this second quarter. And she quickly has 7 points, and the Blue Devil lead out to 24. Shot off the glass there by Allison Sawicki won't go. And a scramble on the floor. And a foul called on Waynesboro. And we will head to the other end for a 1-and-1. Foul was called on Allison, excuse me, I think Hope Friels. The foul was on Hope Friels, her second. Brooke Davis will come back into the game for Waynesboro as Jenna Powell goes to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Free throw on the way and good. 3 points on the evening for Jenna Powell as she gets the bonus. Second shot up and gets the roll is good. So the Blue Devils with their biggest lead of the evening, 26 points is the lead. They lead at 36-10, 3:40 to go until halftime. So Wiki tried to go baseline, or excuse me, tried to take it to the basket and lost possession of the ball, went out of bounds, last touch by Waynesboro. So the Blue Devils forcing yet another turnover. .330 to go, bounce pass inside. Winslow kicks it back out to Libby, a little bit too high on the pass. As Libby, the last player to touch the ball, and Waynesboro will get possession back of the basketball. Davis with the ball, bounce pass over to Witt, now gets it inside to Friels. Friels tried to get it on the far side to Slade and Fisher, but too high on the pass. Ball goes out of bounds, and Greencastle will get possession of the basketball. Powell will inbound it from the far corner. She gets it into Ashley Noblet. Noblet brings it across the timeline. Noblet comes near side to Rakicheski. She's going to kick it over to the wing to Libby. Libby sets for three. Her shot is good. So again, some outstanding three-point shooting here tonight by the Blue Devils. And they lead it 39-10 with 2:50 to go until halftime. Nice ball movement, work it over to Friels. She gets the shot off, can't get it to fall. But the ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, John, the Maidens are just struggling here to get shots. I have them with 8 turnovers here in the second quarter and 3 shots.
Nice inbounds pass there to Fisher as she's able to knock that down. A couple of substitutions for the Blue Devils. Sydney Barnes and Anya Winslow into the game, making appearances here in this second quarter. Mike Ryan usually going with the 7-person rotation. Going a little bit deeper here in this first half. Pass to Rakicheski. She does a nice job to keep it from going into the back court. As Ashley Noblet will reset the offense. They go far wing to Powell. She tried to get it back to Rakicheski. Nice steal there by Fisher. And Fisher will take it uncontested and can't get the layup to fall. As Winslow pulled down the rebound for Greencastle. Little behind the back dribble by Rakicheski, tried to get it inside to Powell. She's surrounded by Waynesboro defenders, and the double dribble call made on Jenna Powell. So the turnover and the ball going back to to Waynesboro. Alexis Hearn back into the game for Waynesboro. Nice pass by Hearn inside to Sheasley. Sheasley with the turnaround jumper is good. Sheasley now with 4 points on the game. Blue Devils by 25 in this one, 39-14 with 1:20 to go until halftime. Sydney Barnes with the basketball, dribbles, gets it back to Rakicheski. Now Rakicheski comes free, takes it to the basket, and is fouled by Sheasley. It'll be a shooting foul, so Rakicheski will shoot 2 here. And it's actually the 10th team foul for Waynesboro, so the Blue Devils will be in the double bonus the rest of the way. As Rakicheski will shoot 2. First shot is up and good. As Winslow and Barnes head back to the bench. Sage Wilhide back into the game, so is Lauren Poole. So the Blue Devils with 4 of their 5 starters on the floor right now. Second free throw is good. So Rakicheski approaching double digits here. She has 9 in the first half, and the Blue Devils lead at 41-14. Clock ticking down to 1 minute to go until halftime. Bad pass there by the Maidens. Sage Wilhide comes away with it. Gets it up to Rakicheski. She's going to go far side to Noblet for 3. Her three-point shot is short. Rebound pulled down by Sowicki for Waynesboro, but she is immediately fouled. And the foul will be on Lauren Poole. Her first foul of the game, 6th team foul for the Blue Devils. Jaden Homer into the game for Waynesboro, making her first appearance of the night. She inbounds the ball to Brooke Davis. Davis will bring it across the timeline for Waynesboro. Gets it to the high post to Sheasley. Now over to Hearn. Short jumper by Alexis Hearn won't fall. And Sowicki had an opportunity to get the rebound. Ball deflects off her hand and out of bounds. And it will go back over to the Blue Devils with 37 seconds to go here until halftime. Greencastle with the ball, leading it 41-14. Wilhide left alone top of the circle. Can't get the three to fall. Lauren Poole with the offensive rebound. She's fouled on the follow. That foul called on Abby Sheasley, her third of the first half. And it looks like she will come out of the game as Lauren Poole shoots two. First free throw, front of the rim, no good. Sheasley will exit with 3 fouls. Returning to the floor, Hope Friels for Waynesboro.
And John, Lauren Poole does have 2 fouls now. She's at the line. Nobody at the table, so Lauren Poole, just be careful here this last 30 seconds. No, don't pick up your third foul.
Poole knocks down the second free throw. Pass deflected by Rakicheski. She comes away with it. Blue Devils again with another steal on the defensive end. Down to 14 seconds to go until halftime. Wilhide left alone for 3, and she knocks down another one. That's her 5th three-pointer of the half. And Waynesboro is going to have to hurry to get a shot off by halftime. That'll count if it goes, and it doesn't go. So a first half of basketball dominated by the Blue Devils. They lead it at the break by a score of 45-14. We're going to take a break and be back with the halftime show. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, MidPennBroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
If you want to sell a lot of Fords, you have to have a great team. The Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford is a #1 pick if you're working in the trenches or just chilling in the off-season. And the Ford Explorer is a run-anywhere, do-anything SUV that doesn't fumble when it comes to value. The Ford Escape, it can go deep and not bust your salary cap. Test drive one of our Pro Bowlers today and become another satisfied customer. Check out the entire team. We are at KeystoneFord.com.
Play your sport in college and earn your Penn State degree close to home. Don't miss Penn State Mod Alto Spring Open House on Saturday, March 28th. Learn more about Penn State's academic programs and how you can become part of the Penn State family. At Mod Alto, you can compete in one of 12 varsity sports in the Penn State University Athletic Conference and the United States Collegiate Athletic Association. Don't miss Penn State Mod Alto Spring Open House on Saturday, March 28th. Register online at modalto.psu.edu/visit. We are Penn State, and you are going to love it here.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
WellSpan Sports Medicine, formerly Summit Sports Medicine.
You can count on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and will help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. We are at the half. Greencastle leading Waynesboro by a score of 45-14. Our halftime show this evening brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. John Freeman and Jason Heineman with you this evening. A couple of scores to report. At the half, the Greencastle boys on the road leading Waynesboro by a score of 33-30 in that one. Shippensburg boys with a big 46-19 lead at the half against James Buchanan. Girls basketball, Chambersburg leading Central Dauphin East 22-16 at the half. And one final score to report here. Also a halftime score, the Chambersburg boys basketball team leading CD East by a score of 27-21. Jason, Greencastle came out in that first quarter, established themselves early with some hot shooting, as Sage Wilhide once again picking up where she left off last night. Just really, really hot shooting from behind that three-point line.
Yeah, we got 9 threes so far made in this game. Greencastle shooting 53% from beyond the three-point arc. And the story for the Maidens is they're just struggling to possess the ball, John. They got 19 turnovers in the first half, 14 points. So Greencastle's got almost twice as many shots at the basket than the Maidens do. So it's just one of them things where they're just struggling to maintain possession of the ball, and you're behind already just in that number.
Scoring first half for the Blue Devils, as we said, Sage Wilhide with 5 threes. She has 15 points for the Blue Devils. McKenna Rakicheski with 9 points, 8 of those coming in the second quarter. 7 points for Lauren Poole, 5 points off the bench for Mia Libby. Jenna Powell off the bench with 4 points, and also 4 points this evening, Ashley Noblet. On the Waynesboro side of things, balanced scoring for the most part. Abby Sheasley has 4 points in the game, and then 2 points each for Alexis Hearn, Caroline Ridge, Megan Miller, Hope Friels, and Sladen Fisher for Waynesboro. We're going to take one final break, and we'll be back with the start of the second half. Both teams are back out on the floor. The halftime pizza shooting contest is over, and we'll be back with basketball action here in just one moment. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network. MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sports page, .blog, and WRGG 93.7 FM.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Back underway here in the second half. Greencastle with a quick basket as they extend their lead to 47-14. Olivia Winslow was the scorer for Greencastle. Now another steal. Rakicheski pump fake up and good off the glass. So McKenna Rakicheski into double digits now. She has 11 points. And the Blue Devils with a 35-point lead, 49-14. And a kickball called on the Blue Devils. So Waynesboro will maintain possession. And an early substitution here for Waynesboro. Megan Miller back into the game for the Maidens. She'll replace Brooke Davis as Waynesboro inbounds the ball from in front of their own bench. Lowry tried to get the ball to Alexis Hearn. And pass was wide of Hearn and out of bounds.
And the turnovers continue, John. That's 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for Waynesboro.
Just underway here in the second half. Blue Devils with the basketball and a 35-point lead. The halftime show is brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent. Serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. As Olivia Winslow with the basket there for the Blue Devils. She has 4 points to start off this third quarter. And Winslow with a steal on the defensive end. As the Blue Devils slowly work their way to that 40-point margin, which is where the running clock will come into play. Little runner in the lane by Noblet won't fall. Rebounded by Alexis Hearn for the Maidens. Hearn gives the ball back to Miller. Now Miller with the basketball again. Tried to get it to Hearn. Deflected by Winslow. Hearn able to chase it down. 3-point shot there by Lowry. Whistled before the shot. A travel called on the Maidens. As Sladen Fisher will check back into the game for Waynesboro. She'll replace Ella Lowry. Six minutes, 10 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Blue Devils with the basketball in control, 51-14 over Waynesboro. Will Hyde with the ball, gets it to Rakicheski. Rakicheski, a little lob pass over to Noblet, far side. Noblet will dribble back between the circles, reset the offense for the Blue Devils. She comes near side to Rakicheski. Poole in the corner, tries to go baseline. Nice defense there by Sheasley to cut her off. Now they're going to get it back inside the pool. And a travel called on the Blue Devils. So Greencastle running some time off the clock. Jason called for the travel.
Yeah, you get the sense Coach Ryan's going to want to have lengthy possessions every time down the floor from here on out.
Becca Cordell back into the game for Waynesboro. She goes far side to Fisher. Her pass was deflected by the Blue Devils out of bounds. So Waynesboro will keep possession. Greencastle Waynesboro boys tied at 42 after 3. Blue Devils did lead it by 3 at the half. Waynesboro a little bit of a run there to tie it after 3. Shot there blocked by the Blue Devils. Now Noblet on the other end underneath to Winslow all alone for the easy 2 points. So Olivia Winslow, 7 points on the game, 6 of those coming here in this third quarter. As the Blue Devils with their biggest lead of the night, 39 points. They lead Waynesboro 53-14. Under 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter, and a foul called on the Maidens. Caroline Ridge will be called for the reach. That's her third foul of the game. First team foul for Waynesboro here in the second half. As the Blue Devils with the basketball, Rakoczewski far side gets it to Wilhide. Her 3 on the way is good. So Sage Wilhide matching her point output from last night. She has 18 points, all coming from behind the arc. And the Blue Devils up by 42, 56-14. With Jason, that should trigger the running clock for the rest of the game. The mercy rule in basketball is 40 seconds. Or 40 points, excuse me, and that's exactly what we see here. The whistle and the foul called, and the clock will continue to run.
Now, John, I have a question. If that lead falls back below 40, does that clock then stop?
Once it's in play, it's in play for the rest of the game. Yep.
Okay.
So we will have a running clock for the remainder of the evening as Waynesboro will inbound the ball from underneath their own basket. A little trouble getting it in. They finally do get it into Miller. She gets it back to Cordell. Cordell with the basketball goes far side to Sladen Fisher. Tried to go inside. Ball went off the foot of Rakoczewski. No call there, and Greencastle comes away with it. Now Mia Libby with the basketball into the game. Inside and a tie-up as Ridge and Winslow both fighting for possession of the basketball. The held ball called, and the possession arrow pointing towards Waynesboro's way. As the substitution for the Maidens, Hope Friels back into the game for Waynesboro. She will replace Abby Sheasley. Friels with 2 points in the first half for Waynesboro. As the Maidens with the basketball. Cordell and Miller, the 2 guards up top. Fisher, Friels, and number 42, Caroline Ridge, the front court for Waynesboro here as the Maidens turn it over once again back to the Blue Devils. Winslow with the ball in the far corner. Her pass was deflected. Rakoczewski chases it down right in front of her bench. Inside to Jenna Powell. Quick move by Powell. Can't get the short jumper to fall. And the rebound pulled down there by Sladen Fisher. She'll hand it over to Becca Cordell as Cordell behind the back dribble into the paint. Kicks it out to Fisher. Fisher, nice left-hand dribble, gets it over to Ridge, who puts up a baseline jumper that won't fall. And Mia Libby is there for the Blue Devils to pull down the rebound. Running clock here in the third quarter down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Blue Devils with the basketball and a 42-point lead here, 56-14 over Waynesboro. Rakoczewski with the basketball, far wing. She's looking for somebody inside. Got it into Libby in traffic. And Libby, like a pinball, bounces off a couple of Maidens, goes to the floor, and a foul will be called on Waynesboro.
And Mia Libby on the floor seeing some playing time here, John, after being limited with some minutes early in the game, picking up 2 early fouls.
Caroline Ridge was called for the foul. That's her 4th, and she will head to the bench. As both teams with substitutions, Blue Devils going to the bench here. Number 22, that's Anya Winslow. Her shot won't fall. And a foul will be called on Kendra Motes, who just checked into the game for the Blue Devils. More substitutions as Mike Ryan goes deep into his bench. Sidney Barnes into the game for Greencastle. As the Blue Devils now with all 5 starters on the bench, where, Jason, we assume they will remain for the rest of the game.
I would expect as much.
Set the Blue Devils lineup here for you. Sidney Barnes, Kendra Moats, Mia Libby, Jenna Powell, and Anya Winslow. The 5 Blue Devils on the floor for head coach Mike Ryan as the ball goes out of bounds. And another substitution as Jenna Powell will leave. And into the game will be number 33, Kirsten Brittner. So Mia Libby, really the only player in the regular 7-person rotation for the Blue Devils, still on the floor. She will run the point here for this team, I would assume, over the last quarter or so. Sidney Barnes with the basketball for Greencastle. She gets it up top to Moats. Work it around to Brittner. Now Libby in the corner. She dribbles out and goes all the way across to Barnes, who had her shot blocked, as Brooke Davis comes away with it for Waynesboro. Clock ticking down here in the third quarter. Davis shot up, won't go. As the third quarter comes to a close, Greencastle well in control of this one. Blue Devils look like they're on their way to their 7th victory of the season. After 3 quarters, they lead Waynesboro 56-14. You're listening to Blue Devil basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. 4th quarter underway here from Greencastle. Blue Devils with the basketball to start the 4th quarter. Missed shot and a rebound to Waynesboro as they look to push the ball down the floor. Ball knocked loose. Kendall Moats comes up with it. She goes down the court and is fouled prior to the shot. I think they're going to get Brooke. I think they'll get Brooke Davis there, kind of on a lean-in. Jason kind of put a shoulder into her. So before the shot, so Greencastle will have the ball on the floor as the clock continues to run here in the 4th quarter. Blue Devils with a 42-point lead. And again, we will have a running clock for the remainder of the game. Libby with the basketball goes far side to Moats. Moats up top to Anya Winslow. She can't control that pass as Ella Lowry comes away with it for Waynesboro. Gives it off to Davis. Shot by Lowry from the corner off the glass, off the rim, off the glass, and good. So Ella Lowry. Actually, it's not Ella Lowry. I think, yeah, it is Lowry. They don't have her on the scoreboard as being in, that's all. Yeah. So the Blue Devils with the basketball. Moats had it, lost it, gets it back on the floor with it. She'll be tied up as the possession arrow points to Waynesboro.
Yeah, and that shot by Lowry, I was looking for that to be a 3. That was an awfully long 2.
So Waynesboro with the basketball. Fisher bounce pass inside to Sawicki, can't come up with it. Tied up as Barnes fights for it with Lowry. Held ball is the call by the officials, and the ball will be turned back over to the Blue Devils on the alternate possession. As Caroline Ridge will check back into the game for Waynesboro. Ridge with 4 fouls. As she comes back in at the 5:35 mark of the 4th quarter. Sidney Barnes with the basketball, gets it to Winslow. Now Brittner with the basketball. She tries to drive the lane, but a foul called on Waynesboro. Blue Devil lineup here in this fourth quarter, consisting Sydney Barnes, Kendall Moats, Mia Libby, Anya Winslow, and Kirsten Brittner, as Mike Ryan empties the bench here with a 40-point lead in the fourth quarter. Moats with the basketball, comes near side to Libby. Shot up, no good. Caroline Ridge comes away with the rebound for the Blue Devil, or excuse me, for the Maidens, as she hands it off to Brooke Davis. Now Fisher with the basketball. Nice pass underneath to Ridge. Oh, Ridge couldn't get that to fall. Nice job there by Fisher, recognizing the open player. Just the Maidens unable to finish. Blue Devils quickly counterattacking. Sydney Barnes comes up short from about comes up long from about 5 feet. And the rebound pulled down by the Maidens. Lowry with the basketball for Waynesboro. Ball taken away by Brittner. 4:20 to go here in the ball game. Greencastle leading at 56-16. Now a three-pointer by Libby won't fall, and Sheasley cleans up the glass for Waynesboro. She drops it off to Brooke Davis, and Davis will bring it across the timeline. Far side to Ella Lowry, now back up top, and a lob inside to Sheasley. She comes up with the loose ball. Her turnaround won't fall. Rebounded by Kirsten Brittner of the Blue Devils. Now Libby's going to go all the way up the court to Anya Winslow, and Winslow unable to convert off the glass. Back and forth we go. Clock down to 3:39 to go here in the fourth quarter. Waynesboro with the basketball. Brooke Davis near wing, thought about a three. Now bounce pass inside to Sheasley. Her turnaround jumper around the rim and won't go. And then tied up underneath is Anya Winslow of Greencastle, and I think they're going to get a foul on Waynesboro. That foul is on Sladen Fisher. Update from the boys' game, Waynesboro starting to pull away now. 56-47, Indians leading the Blue Devils, 2 minutes to go in that one. Greencastle led that game by 3 at the half, but Waynesboro coming to life in the second half. And it looks like Waynesboro will advance in that game. A little pass inside to Libby. Turnaround in traffic is good. So Mia Libby with the basket for the Blue Devils. And the Blue Devils extend the lead to 58-16. Clock down to 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this one. Ridge turnaround jumper up and good. So nice play there by Caroline Ridge, able to get that basketball, find some space, and knock down the short jumper.
And down here on the offensive end for Greencastle, last time Mia Libby, probably shortest player on the floor, I would say, playing post in the paint.
Anya Winslow tries to go baseline. She hits the floor hard, comes up smiling, so that's certainly a good sign. Foul called on Waynesboro. That'll be their 6th team foul here in the half. Blue Devils would shoot 1 and 1 the rest of the way if Waynesboro would foul again here in the final minute 50. Kendall Moats goes near side to Barnes. Sydney Barnes has it stripped away by Davis. As Brooke Davis with the steal for Waynesboro, she'll dribble the ball across the timeline. Gets it over to Cameron Whitty inside to Ridge. Ridge with 4 fouls. Unable to, or does not commit the foul there. Now Libby will bring it down to Moats. Over to Brittner. Brittner's tied up by Davis. And another held ball will go back to Waynesboro. Running clock here in the fourth quarter, 1:15 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils leading at 58-14. As Greencastle again will improve their record to 7-2 on the season, 4-1 in the Mid-Penn Conference. Brooke Davis for 3, and Davis knocks that down. Her first points of the night for the Waynesboro junior. Now down under a minute to go in this one. Libby from the elbow on the right side. Can't get the shot to fall. Sydney Barnes pulls down the rebound for the Blue Devils. Gets it off to Anya Winslow. Now back to Libby. Bounce pass inside. Moats in a lot of traffic. Three-pointer top of the key for Winslow won't fall. Libby chases the rebound down for the Blue Devils. Under 30 seconds to go in this one. Barnes will let it fly for 3. Comes up empty there as Brooke Davis with the rebound for the Maidens. Clock down to 17 seconds. Another three for Davis. She can't get that one to fall. Scramble underneath. Britton are able to come away with it. Now Libby's just going to dribble up the floor and probably just dribble out the clock here. And why not? Winslow. Winslow will take the desperation three.
And be fouled.
And she's fouled. But why not?
So we're going to have 3 foul shots with 1.8 seconds left.
So Anya Winslow will go to the line. She will shoot 3. As the foul called on Brooke Davis. And I will say this, Jason, the clock does stop on free throws, so I think the officials are going to
call it? Or?
I think they're just going to clear the floor, and that'll be the game. So Winslow, Anya Winslow will get a chance to shoot 3 free throws. It's just we're going to clear the floor, and after her third, actually we're not even going to shoot. They're just going to call the game. That's a little weak, I got to tell you.
The referee made a signal at the table that something about the running clock.
Well, either way, that'll be the end of the game. So Winslow will not get a chance to shoot free throws, and that will wrap things up here from Greencastle. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the post-game show. Our final score tonight, Greencastle with a 58-21 victory over Waynesboro. Again, we'll be back with the post-game show. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and thesportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better by working with local pros who are more in tune with you. When you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank.
What the truck? It's Greg Kennedy from Buchanan Chevrolet in Waynesboro, and we are doing crazy deals. Up to $15,000 off the all-new 2019 Silverado Crew Cab, including the Trail Boss. What the truck? We have new body-style Silverados that we're selling as low as $27,500. From now to the end of the month, we will give you a 10-year powertrain warranty with the purchase of your new vehicle. Only at Buchanan Chevrolet. Visit our showroom at 1035 East Main Street or shop our inventory online at BuchananAutomotiveInc.com. Find new roads. Hello, it's Greg Kennedy from Buchanan Chevrolet in Waynesboro. I usually like my commercials loud with a lot of noise and music, but I wanted to take all that out so you can hear this very special announcement. Most of our pre-owned vehicles will now come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That means if you currently have a 7th grader and you buy a vehicle today, he or she will just be finishing college when it finally runs out of warranty. Buchanan is better. Visit our showroom at 1035 East Main Street or shop our inventory online at BuchananAutomotiveInc.com.
Play your sport in college and earn your Penn State degree close to home. Don't miss Penn State Mod Alto's Spring Open House on Saturday, March 28th. Learn more about Penn State's academic programs and how you can become part of the Penn State family. At Mod Alto, you can compete in one of 12 varsity sports in the Penn State University Athletic Conference and the United States Collegiate Athletic Association. Don't miss Penn State Mod Alto's Spring Open House on Saturday, March 28th. Register online at modalto.psu.edu/visit. We are Penn State, and you are going to love it here.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
WellSpan Sports Medicine, formerly Summit Sports Medicine.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
If you want to sell a lot of Fords, you have to have a great team. The Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford is a #1 pick if you're working in the trenches or just chilling in the off-season. And the Ford Explorer is a run-anywhere, do-anything SUV that doesn't fumble when it comes to value. The Ford Escape, it can go deep and not bust your salary cap. Test drive one of our Pro Bowlers today and become another satisfied customer. Check out the entire team. We are at KeystoneFord.com.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School, the post-game show this evening, brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. John Freeman and Jason Heilman wrapping things up here tonight from Greencastle. The Blue Devil girls victorious over Waynesboro by a score of 58-21. Was a split, though, this evening. Greencastle boys dropping a 59-57 decision to Waynesboro over in Waynesboro this evening. So I guess, Jason, both teams can, or both schools at least, can, be a little bit happy because they each won a game. So
Each got a win.
So the Blue Devils girls here victorious tonight, running their record to 7-2 on the season. Greencastle 4-1 now in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division. Sage Wilhide, again, leading scorer for the Blue Devils. She had 18 points in the game. 12 of those came in the first quarter. And actually, Jason, if memory serves me correct, I think all 12 of those came in like the first 4 minutes of the first quarter.
It was in the first half of the first quarter, correct, yeah.
So Sage Wilhide with back-to-back 18-point performances. She had 18 points last night in the win over Southwestern York. Also in double digits this evening, McKenna Rakicheski. She had a big second quarter. Rakicheski with 9 points in that second quarter. She had 11 for the game. Mia Libby coming off the bench for the Blue Devils. She had 7 points. Also with 7 points this evening were Olivia Winslow and Lauren Poole. 4 points for Jenna Powell and 4 points for Ashley Noblet. On the Waynesboro side of the floor, Brooke Davis with 5 points. 4 points each for Abby Sheasley and Caroline Ridge. 2 points for Alexis Hearn. Ella Lowry also with 2. And 2 points each for Hope Friels and Sladen Fisher. So once again, the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devil girls improving their record to 7-2 on the season with a 58-21 victory over Waynesboro. The post-game show this evening has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Blue Devil girls back in action again tomorrow. 3 games in 3 days for this ball club. They will be on the road at McConnellsburg in a doubleheader varsity game. The Blue Devil boys will take on McConnellsburg at 6 o'clock, followed by the girls at 7:30. Greg Hoover will have both of those games for you right here on WRGG 93.7 FM, also at Mid-Penn Broadcasting. That'll wrap things up here tonight from Greencastle. Once again, the Blue Devils 58-21 victors over Waynesboro. For Jason Heilman, I'm John Freeman. Have yourself a great weekend.
Tonight's game is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fnmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro,